Welcome to the Novato Learning Management System, a system that provides a comprehensive blend of tools and capabilities to address your training requirements. Through the seamless integration of our knowledge modules supported by an intuitive graphical user interface, every process and associated task within an educational or training program is efficiently managed, including multimedia content development, third-party content access and referral, curriculum and student administration, assessment and testing, scoring and reporting, and certification assurance. The learning management system supports traditional classroom, virtual classroom, self-study and interactive online training programs. This is not a philosophical discussion about feel-good topics or soft money investments. Training is a serious question of measurable benefits to the bottom line. Dollars and cents, profit and loss and more. Training affects every aspect of a business, from the front desk to the back office, and every discipline in between. It affects operations, sales and marketing, product development and manufacturing, finance, and human resources. Several major economic factors drive the increasing need for knowledge throughout your organization, circumstances beyond your control to which you must respond to in order to survive. In today's marketplace, customers are not content to buy from uninformed companies. The tools of the trade are more complex than ever before. Mostly every e-business solution requires some degree of new training. New employees need to be trained on your culture and the way you do business. Novato provides a comprehensive online training solution that answers every one of these training challenges. Our advanced software suite is built in a modular fashion to provide rapid activation, scalable resources, and powerful integrated performance. It is important to note that Novato provides a one-stop solution for all training needs: content delivery, testing, scoring, and reporting. All integrated with your existing brand, standards, and seamlessly delivered to a virtually unlimited audience. This single-point solution gives you total training resources without any complex integration projects or long implementation cycles. It all comes pre-integrated, pre-configured, and ready to use. Other best-of-breed solutions require a lot of complex point-to-point integration that increases cost, decreases reliability, increases user difficulty, and decreases performance. The interactive classroom allows you to create a powerful training resource and deliver them online. It is a module-based development system that provides the fastest time to market, simple user interface and management tools which eliminates the need for web-based programming. Our scalable database format allows the system to grow as you grow, thereby protecting your investment. By implementing the online publishing and delivery methodology, you all but eliminate the cost of printing and shipping. The system architecture allows for instant updates and distribution to ensure the most up-to-date information is immediately available to everyone. Additionally, our seamless integration extends your online brand throughout all collateral and training materials. Online content delivery provides a long list of benefits over traditional offline training programs. The Novato system goes one step further to provide powerful integration features that significantly increase the value of your training investment. Some of the exclusive benefits you will receive from Novato include a fast, easy, reliable activation process with no need to reinvent the process. The LMS provides a simple user interface that anyone can use. There is no complex training to use the new training tool. The ability to only buy what you need, but grow as large as you need. You can reduce or eliminate the expensive reprint cycle. Everyone gets the latest information at the same time. Transparent integration gives one consistent image and preserves your company brand throughout the organization. As with other Novata user-based modules of the HRMS, the administration module provides the organization the capability to configure the LMS to meet their specific requirements. We will discuss several of these options in the following screens. By selecting the Curriculum Displayed tab, the system will display the attributes associated with that curriculum. By simply selecting Yes or No to include or not include fields on the curriculum template, or by making a choice in the pull-down boxes, the organization can configure the curriculum. There is no expensive customization required. As discussed earlier in the presentation, you have the ability to categorize and store multimedia on a content server, or as a referenced URL on another website. To do this, you would first click on the Multimedia Category tab. You can then click on either Search, Add, Delete, or Update subtabs. In our demonstration, we will click on the Add tab and the following screen is displayed. For this presentation, we have entered the category, Personal Development. Once you have entered the desired information regarding this category, click on the Add Multimedia Category button and the following screen is displayed. This screen displays a confirmation that the multimedia category has been added. Next, we would click on the Video Clips tab, and then on the Add tab, and the following screen would be displayed. We have filled in the fields as an example, and once you have completed filling in all of the required and desired field information, you would click on the Add Video Clip button. This screen displays a confirmation that the video clip has been added. In addition to providing the capability to manage online content, our LMS provides the capabilities to administer and manage traditional classroom training by supporting all required processes associated with such training. Our LMS solution is based upon a hierarchical structure to ensure all the data elements associated with traditional and online classroom training are associated correctly, thereby eliminating the requirements for multiple data entry points, enhancing data integrity, and providing a composite view of the information required to manage the training curriculum. For online and traditional classroom training, the hierarchy consists of instructors who actually teach the courses, the course categories available, and courses within each category. For traditional classroom training only, the hierarchy consists of training locations, registrations submitted for each of these courses at a training location, and the actual students who attend each course at the training location. As discussed previously, the highest level in our traditional classroom training hierarchy would be the actual training location, normally associated with the location of designated training centers. This screen and the next several screens display the attributes that can be associated with a training location. You have the capability to manage information regarding the seating capacity, number of tables, and to identify the facilities manager. In addition, you can track information such as the availability of a whiteboard, sound system, overhead projector, and PA system. You can track whether there are banquet facilities and catering services. This provides an overview of the capabilities on how to manage training locations. For our presentation, we will use existing locations. To add an instructor, select the Instructors tab and select Add Instructors. You would then complete the information and select Add Instructor. For our presentation, we will use existing instructors. Continuing with our hierarchical structure, The next level is the course category, in which we identify the various course categories available within our training curriculum. The course categories are for both online content and traditional classroom training. You can, however, search, add, delete or update these categories to reflect additional course categories attributed to traditional classroom courses or online content. In our example, we will click on the Add button under Category and the following screen is displayed. Once you have filled in the required fields, you would then click on the Add Category button. For our presentation, we will use existing categories. The next topic we will discuss is the adding of courses. Although most attributes associated with a course are specific to that course, there are 4 attributes within the LMS that can be associated with any course managed by the LMS. Those 4 specific attributes are task, required materials, objectives, and tests. The Task tab allows you to manage tasks that will be associated with online or traditional classroom training. The Required Materials tab allows you to manage required materials that the student will need in order to take the course. The Objectives allows you to identify the training objective. Select the applicable tab and sub-tab to perform the required action. The 4th general course attribute is tests. As with task, required materials, and objectives, discussed above, all tests within the LMS will appear as drop-down values and are available for selection when the administrator adds or updates a course. Unlike these first 3 general course attributes, which simply display the drop-down values entered directly by the administrator, the test capability within the LMS is a very comprehensive set of features and functions which allow the administrator to customize tests to adhere to the standards of the company and/or the unique requirements of the associated courses. For demonstration purposes, for adding courses in the next section, we will have the option to select from 3 specific tests which have been previously created by the administrator. We will now discuss how to manage course information. Select the Courses tab, then select the Add Courses sub-tab. An Add Course screen will be displayed which lists the course attributes which we discussed previously. Once you have added the necessary information, scroll to the bottom of the screen and click on the Add Course button. If you have entered the first month and year of the course along with the last month and year of the course, which was displayed on the previous screen, this screen will be displayed. You can now check the days in which the class will be in session. Once you have checked all of the appropriate days, click on the Submit Course Dates Information button and the following screen is displayed. A confirmation message will be displayed informing you that the course has been added to the system. On this screen you can select any of the appropriate buttons to add additional information pertaining to this course. For our demonstration, we will add a test that will be associated with this course by clicking on the Add Test Selections button. The following screen will be displayed. We will then select the test, Demo Test 1, and then click on the Add Selections button and the following screen will be displayed. A confirmation message will be displayed informing you that the test has been added to the course. The LMS has a very flexible yet comprehensive test module by which the company can create and maintain their own library of tests, making these tests available for selection when adding or updating course information as previously discussed regarding the adding of courses. With the vast array of capabilities, features and functions of our test module, the LMS provides a specific set of tabs associated with this module. To access these tabs, select Test on the main menu. To start, select Add Tests and the display fields which are available in the Test Display section tab will be displayed. The fields which will be displayed in our creation of a sample test will be those which we identified as being the standard fields which would normally be used in the creation and management of tests. Some of the additional capabilities of managing a test will now be discussed. The first one is the Answer Question tab. The purpose of this tab is to create additional follow-on questions for an existing test based upon the answer given by the test taker to an original question. The purpose of this follow-on question is allowing the test taker to explain or clarify the reason for selecting such an answer to the original question. The next tab is the Answer Response tab. Similar to the tab entitled Answer Questions, Answer Responses provides the capability to create responses to the answers submitted to questions on the original test. The next tab is the Test Report tab. There are 5 options available in the Test Reports tab as displayed on the screen. Statistical Reports provides a number of statistical reports. Control numbers reports allow you to run a report on the specific control number. The dynamic reports allows you to select the descriptions or questions and associated selection criteria on those descriptions or questions. The dynamic reports generated within the Test Reports tab can be saved into stored test reports. These stored test reports can then be processed by selecting the Stored Test Reports subtab whereby the parameters of the report are maintained. The administrator simply runs the report with the parameters being applied to the new test results. Another widely used report category is the Listing Test Reports. Control numbers are used to control access to the actual test. A single control number is normally assigned to a specific class so that only the test taker within that class will be able to access the test. The Scoring tab is used to determine the action which should be taken based upon the scoring results by each test taker for a specific test. A maximum of 20% ranges can be specified for a test whereby the administrator would select the low percentage and the high percentage for each of the ranges. Based upon the actual percentage results for a test taker on the test, a specific action can be identified by specifying a redirection name and redirection type. The Manual Scoring tab is used in test scenarios whereby the test taker not only has to provide the answer but explain how they arrived at the answer. The Dimension tab provides the capability to assign specific questions on a test into specific categories for reporting. The IP Address tab is used to identify specific IP addresses or range of IP addresses which are allowed to access a specific test. With the standard being to have a single control number assigned to a group of test takers for purposes of a test, the tracking number is a subset of the control number which would be unique to each of the test takers. By using the tracking number, the test taker can be identified without using their actual name. If the test allows a test taker to stop and restart the test, this will allow the test taker to restart the test where they stopped taking the test. The subtabs within the Tests tab provide the LMS or training administrators the capability to search, add, delete and update tests. The Test tab also has the capability to add, or copy test wizards, which provide shortcuts to create or manage additional tests through the use of test templates. We will now discuss in more detail the test reporting capabilities. The first report selections we will discuss are the statistical reports. By clicking on the Statistical Report tab, the screen is displayed. This screen allows you to choose a number of different types of reports. The dynamic reports, which allow you to generate and save reports based upon a user-specified selection criteria. The dimension reports, which provide reports based upon the dimensions defined in a test. For our demonstration, we will click on the Statistical Reports selection, which will then display this screen. We will then select the CSAP Grade 8 Mathematics test. Once you have selected the test, you would then click on the Responses button and the following screen will be displayed. This display shows the reports, which include the descriptions or questions. The report also includes charts. In addition to the charts and statistical information, detailed test report information is also included in the report. The next report selections we will discuss are the listing reports. By clicking on the Listing Report tab, the following screen is displayed. For our demonstration, we will select the test CSAP Grade 8 Mathematics. Once you have selected the test, you would then click on the Report List Descriptions button and the following screen will be displayed. This display shows the reports, which include the description or question. The report also includes the page and order in which the descriptions or questions are displayed. We will now discuss the method that a learner would use to access the learning management system. We will focus on the LMS functionality, which in this demonstration is identified by the Training Center tab. If the LMS was not integrated with the HRMS system, and this was the first time the learner had accessed the site, they would have been asked to register by entering their name, phone number, and email address. For our presentation, since we are integrated with the HRMS, we will be required to enter our first name, last name, and password. Once we have entered the logon information, we will then click on the Sign On button. This screen displays the main navigation page for the LMS. Displays the available selections in the LMS homepage. The first button we are going to discuss is the Search Catalog function. By clicking on the Search Catalog selection, the following screen is displayed. You will have the option to list courses, display certification programs, or turn advanced search on. This being the capability to use wildcard symbols and or use specific word searches to list all courses which contain the specific word or words in the query. We will enter Excel in the course name field. By clicking on the Search Catalog button, the following screen is displayed. The Excel courses displayed are online courses. However, the process would work the same for traditional classroom course being provided by the company or training institution. For our presentation, we will select two of the courses and then click on the Submit Registration button. This screen displays the courses that were selected and the enrollment status. Please note that the enrollment status is enrolled. Had the LMS been configured to require payment or prior approval, the enrollment status would have been set to waiting for payment or approval. If the LMS had been configured to require prior approval, the necessary notification email would have been sent to the appropriate people. If a payment would have been required, the system can be integrated with PayPal. When a payment has been successfully completed, the status of the course will be changed to enrolled. The learner can only access courses that have a status of enrolled. Since we have registered for the course, we are now going to navigate back to the LMS home page. We will now access the current curriculums. By clicking on the Access Current Curriculums button, the following screen is displayed. This screen displays all courses in which the learner is enrolled. The learner is provided the course overview information, along with the ability to navigate back to the registered courses. We will access the course by clicking on the name of the course. On this screen you can view the course summary. You can also start the course, and the LMS maintains a bookmark of your progress through the course. If you choose to log out of the system before completing the course, when re-entering the LMS and selecting the course, the LMS will navigate you directly to the section of the course at precisely the point of your exit. We will now navigate back to the curriculum selection screen. By clicking on the View Registration Information button, we will navigate back to the LMS home page. Once on the home page, we will click on the Certification Program selection, and the following screen will be displayed. This screen allows you to select a certification program and view the details of the program. In our example, we will select the CAPM Exam Certification Program, and the following screen is displayed. This screen displays the details of the certification program and allows you to register for the certification program. Once the learner has selected the certification program, they would then click on the Submit Registration button to enroll in the certification program. The learner can also click on the Show Course Brief Description button, and additional details regarding the course information will be displayed. This screen displays the additional details for one of the courses in the certification program. We will navigate back to the LMS homepage by clicking on the Return to Main menu button. Once on the home page, we will click on the HR Assessments and Profile selection, and the following screen will be displayed. This screen allows the learner to register for any available assessments in the system. If there are assessments in which they should not be registered, the learner can uncheck the assessment. Once the learner has selected all of the appropriate assessments, they would then click on the Submit Registration button to enroll in the assessments. We will click on the Return to Main menu button, and the following screen will be displayed. Once on the home page, we will click on the Tests selection, and the following screen will be displayed. This screen allows the learner to register for any available tests in the system. If there are tests in which they should not be registered, the learner can uncheck the test. Once the learner has selected all of the appropriate tests, they would then click on the Submit Registration button to enroll in the tests. We will click on the Return to Main menu button, and the following screen will be displayed. Once on the home page, we will click on the Update Personal Information, and the following screen will be displayed. This screen allows the learner to update their personal information. Once all of the necessary information has been updated, the learner can scroll to the bottom of the page and click on the Update button. We will now provide a brief overview of the creation of both standard and user-defined student reports. To demonstrate the report customization option, we will step through the process to create an ad hoc student report. Selecting Student Reports would display the following screen. The report selection screen provides the option to either select an existing student report, or to create a new report. In our example, we will create a new report. This is done by selecting Create a Report. This screen displays the 5 categories of data as it relates to student information. In our ad hoc report selection, we will focus on data fields associated with student information. Select Make Ad Hoc Report Selections and the fields associated with this category of information will be displayed. We then simply select the fields which we would like to display on the report, those fields likewise being available to use as selection criteria. A total of 5 fields have been selected to be displayed on the report. One or more of these 5 fields can likewise be used as selection criteria in creating the report. Select Ad Hoc Report Selections to continue the process of creating an ad hoc report. This next screen provides 2 options in formatting the ad hoc report. The first option being the display order of the field headings, the second option being the sort order of the records selected for the report. In our example, we have identified the display order of the 5 fields selected for the report, with the sorting being strictly by last name only. Please note, for all 5 fields to be identified and listed on the report, they must be assigned a display order. For example, although email address was a field we initially selected to be on the report, if we omit that from being in the display order, the email address field will not be displayed on the report. Select Ad Hoc Report Selections to move to the next step in creating the ad hoc report. The last step in creating the ad hoc report would be the identification of these selection criteria used to screen the data. Based upon the field selected and the selection criteria, the following report is displayed. Once the report is created, the report can be saved. Since we have indicated that we wanted to save the report, we would enter the report name. In our example, student name and email address. We then select a viewing type, either private or public, from the drop-down box. If the person creating report selects private, only that person will have access to the report. If the viewing type of public is selected, any staff member who has access to the LMS administration module and the report tab for students would have access to view this report. In our example, we will select a viewing type of private. The final step in saving the ad hoc report would be to associate the report with one of the sections. In our example, we'll associate this report with the section entitled Student Information. Select Save Report Information, and the following screen is displayed to confirm the student name and email address report has been saved. By clicking on the Back to Report Selections button, the following screen is displayed. You will now notice that the report student name and email address is now available, whereas before there were no available reports. We will now provide a brief overview of the functions in which we did not provide detailed information. With the Education Plan module, many of the steps involved with this assessment process can be automated. The Education Plan module officially documents educational performance results, and educators can identify specific action plans for improvement, record the successful completion of each plan objective, and document deficiencies in completing plan objectives. Integrated training solutions are a culmination of courses, either online or traditional, that are associated in a training solution. If the user logs in and is defined as an LMS administrator in the system, the user will have the ability to add single or multiple students. This provides an additional level of capability while not requiring the user to have access to the administration website. If the user logs in and is defined as an LMS administrator in the system, the user will have the ability to add single or multiple students or reassign students to another counselor. This provides an additional level of capability while not requiring the user to have access to the administration website. The LMS has the capability of administering assignments for traditional classroom training. The educator can create the assignment, associate it with the course, and then grade the students on the assignment. The LMS has the capability of tracking attendance of students who are attending traditional classroom training. If the user logs in and is defined as an LMS administrator in the system, the user will have the ability to view outstanding registration requests. In addition to receiving an email regarding the request, the user can log in and complete any outstanding requests. This concludes the demonstration of the Learning Management System. Should you have any questions about this demonstration, please contact your local account representative, or you may email k.h.taylor@novata.com as shown on the screen. We will then forward this information to your local account representative. Thank you for your interest in our learning management system.